Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. What's up, everyone? Man, today or yesterday was some cool news, and even today, like prehistoric planet and stuff like that. Cool figures that arrived yesterday, or it was today. Um, yeah, pretty damn dope. Oh, Intralchiodon. Interesting. Yeah. Um, Not that I know of. Um, I know Schleich just revealed a couple of good figures this time, actually. I'm actually gonna wait for a couple of people. Um, Hello, Gus. Hope to wait for Alex and and Rex to show up. It is what it is. Sorry, I'm a little silent. I'm just looking at some stuff. Sorry about that. I was just watching some dog videos on Instagram of some stuff. Oh, that's good. I'm probably gonna wait for it till it comes out. Maybe I'll watch it on Tubi for some or whatever. I don't know. That's nice. Oriental. Huh. Interesting. Is any couple of people going to show up? I hope Zach shows up. Oh. And Ty. Although I heard that Ty doesn't really do live streams that much. So yeah, but hey, you never know. for no reason, lots of people aren't going to show up since 4 years from now. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the YouTube algorithm or some other stupid shit. I don't know. Like you YouTube is such a prick. You know, like I don't know why YouTube is such an asshole. And people are gonna say, "Oh, man, it doesn't have a soul or whatever." I'm like, fuck you. I don't give a shit. I don't give a rat's ass if it's the way how I talk. You know, like I always say, everything's a dick. You know, my laptop's a dick. Um, I don't know. Everything's a dick. My phone's a dick. My phone's definitely a dick. Uh, yeah. Oh, this Slike, um, Tylosaurus looks pretty cool. But yeah, like Prehistoric Planet was pretty damn awesome. The new Ice Age thing. Like I said, lots of Homotherium action because Homotherium is my second favorite Machairodont and my third favorite prehistoric cat overall. Yeah, but there's also some bad news. Unfortunately, with Rockstar, um, in Rockstar Games, GTA 6 is going to appear next year in next November, which is bullshit. So we have to wait for a full fucking year of waiting for GTA 6 because like in the spring we were supposed to get it, but no, they fucking change it. Fucking Rockstar. Like Rockstar is sometimes a dick, you know. Like this is why sometimes like I love Rockstar, but sometimes I hate Rockstar. You love and you hate it. And apparently RDR3 I heard it is coming. So yeah, so those were good newses or something like good news, but at the same time, um, but at the same time, bad news. Woolly Pachycephalosaurus. Yeah, who the hell would get that thing? Fan fiction. Fan fiction. There's even going to yes, yes, I heard, and yeah, everybody loves Gigantopithecus because Gigantopithecus is like the Bigfoot or King Kong of the Cenozoic. Oh, Alex. Yes, that's true. I wonder what species this is. I think that it might be Titanus. I don't know. Well, since Alex is here, let's do a kind of a reaction um to the stuff that came out this week on like the prehistoric planet and the figures and shit like that. Um I hopefully hope I don't get a copyright strike. Of course, I'm not gonna show. Well, I mean, I don't know, but yeah. Here's the trailer of Prehistoric Planet, Ice Age, a mammoth and her calf, Homotherium, Pride or Clan, or whatever, Megalonyx, the climate, and this oh, mini elephant or dwarf elephant, whatever. We don't know what species of pygmy elephant it. Maybe it's just pygmy elephant. Who the hell knows? Procoptodon, some bird, maybe a moa or some shit. I don't know. Oh, Glyptodon or Glyptotherium, whatever, which one. And there was a fossa, horny devil, elephant bird, maybe mammoth calf. and the herd. Coelodonta herd, woolly rhino. I'm actually find that shocking that like woolly rhinos live in herds because I always thought that rhinos today lived in more solitary lives. I mean, they live in smaller herds, but not like big herds like this. But then again, I don't know too much about rhino, so please correct me in the comments. But yeah, I mean, I know that they're related to Sumatran rhinos. So yeah, and then here's Homotherium. I think this is Latidens. Then the herd runs like hell to get away from the pack or pride of Homotherium. Woolly mammoths and the herd in the desert, which is interesting. Elephant bird and moa or something. Here's a sack of testicles on its neck. Pretty interesting. Um, some species of ground sloth called No, it's not Imbolotherium is way completely different animal. Some hairless ground sloth, Macrocania, because now we know that it's interesting now that we know that Macrocania did not have the anteater like nose, but it had something like this, an air sac on its face, which is kind of interesting that at the time, Macrocania, was thought to have like an anteater like lip or whatever, but it's more like this, which is kind of cool. Sea cows. Oh, and for some reason, I always thought that at the time, for some weird reason, this was dumb of me. My first guess was was um was the American cheetah Megxolonyx. I mean, but no, it's an otter. And then here we have. Oh, here's this shot. This is mega. Okay, this is from Africa, so this has to be either Megatherion or or the African Homotherium. Like this has to be one of the two. Some people said that this was Smilodon. No, look at the fangs. The fangs are way too short. So how the hell could this be a fucking Smilodon? People are fucking stupid at times. And then here is the Homotherium or the saber cat clashing with the otter. And yeah, it is an otter type animal because the body shape and the head. So yeah, a pygmy elephant. This is either Glyptodon or Glyptotherium, one of the two with its young. Huh. Megalonyx, female with young. Although it looks like the older sibling is like rolling down, the youngster is like holding onto its mother's back. Here's a some type of Machairodont in the background. 5-part epic series. Pretty damn exciting. Here's Doicarus or Didicolius. Doing that classic clubtail thing. Megarosaurus, Megacerus, whatever. Giant Irish elk. Leaping probably to get away from either some humans or from predators like maybe cave lions or some shit. Here we have Ravenus priscus, Megalania, um, trying to catch this more small marsupial. Thiocoleo Carnifex diving in. What's interesting is that Professor Steve Rowan actually did a video a while back that saying that Thiocoleo would not do this, but who knows? But then again, that's his speculation because it was built very bear-like, very Smilodon-like, which I didn't even know at the time, but yeah. Um, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. I mean, but then again, like I did ask him, like maybe the smaller specimens of Thiocoleo could do this, but not like the average or the larger specimens. And he agreed with it. Here we have a Teratorn, some species of some vulture bird or prey attacking one of the smaller species of ground sloths. And here's probably these are ground sloths as well. And then here we have this is either Diprotodon or it's a cousin of Diprotodon. I think this is not Diprotodon. It could be something else, but it is definitely a marsupial with the nose and the teeth and stuff like that. And then here we have a Homotherium trying to tackle an adult mammoth, which is impossible, but maybe this is the mother trying to rescue the Homotherium, and the Homotherium is trying to protect itself to not get gored to death. And then we have Prehistoric Planet Ice Age on Apple TV. Yeah. Hello. Dragon Shadow 18. Yeah. And there are some Egberotherium. Yeah, I don't know too much about ground sloth, so yeah. Oh, and here are some photos of the prehistoric planet Ice Age. Y- You know, here we have a picture of Megaloceros, Varanus priscus, Mangalania, the giant sloth, the hairless giant sloth, Egmerotherium, Gigantopithecus. Really cool. I mean, everybody loves Gigantopithecus, so yeah, everybody loves this animal. Here we have the short-faced bear, and yeah, this is confirmed. Well, it is Artotherium. I mean, I knew that this was going to be Artotherium because the carcass is a Macrocania, so Artotherium for the very first time is going to be in a paleo documentary. I think that this Artotherium is chasing away a Smilodon away from the kill, or some South American wild canids, and he's still in the carcass. But yeah, it's just that, like, I mean, then again, this is just my own speculation, but since short-faced bears are close related to speckled bears, they should have a speckled bear like coat, just like in the documentary Prehistoric Predators. But then again, this is just their own speculation, you know. But it's whatever. Anal dirus, the dire wolf or dire jackal, quote unquote, or well, dire wolf, quote unquote, because it's not a wolf, it's a jackal, a giant jackal, a doll slash Indian wild dog. Dane Dimormus, Dimormus. Hmm. Maybe it's some species of moa. Don't know them. Expura Maximus floppy testicle thingy majiggy. I know. I'm just messing around. Moa, maybe. Pro, Procoptodon. It's very interesting that Procoptodon actually walked instead of jumped. I mean, it makes sense because it's a giant kangaroo. So why the hell would it hop? It wouldn't hop. It would just be a walking kangaroo. Elasmotherium. Yeah, because we now know that Elasmotherium didn't have a horn as we thought. I mean, it had like a horn, but not like the unicorn horn. Although technically speaking, it's implied that like females would have had this, but the males would have had like the large ass horn, but you never know. Here's Diprotodon. Yep, Diprotodon, Thiocoleo Carnifex. I think that this might be a mother and her older cubs. This is just my own speculation, but this is probably a mother and cubs or older Joey cubs or whatever. A mammoth calf, woolly mammoth herds. This is probably an epic migration with all the mammoths showing up. Homotherium, possibly Latidens grabbing onto a mammoth. Homotherium again. Forest rocket, or aka Terror Bird. We don't know what the species is going to be. Maybe it's Titanus. Who the hell knows? And then again, I think Titanus already went extinct anyway. Yeah, and here's the Colombian mammoth. Poor thing, getting stuck in the mud. Uh, Do Icarus, Teutocoleus. Two males fighting each other out. Woolly mammoth. Glyptotherium. Smilodon. I think this is Populator because I know that there's also another image, not in this one, not in these like newer pictures, but like a couple of weeks ago there was another Smilodon photo. Actually, there was two of them. There was one that had spots, and there was one that's kind of like similar to this. So this might be Populator. I mean, I hopefully hope this is Populator, and the one with spots is Fatalis. But yeah. Oh, Stegodon, pygmy elephant, some squirrel, Homotherium again. This this is Smilodon because it says it here. I think this is a youngster. I mean, it looks like a young Smilodon. So yeah, and the fangs are kind of small, so this has to be a young Smilodon. Like maybe like a 2 year, like not a 2 year old, but like a yearling mammoth herd. Megalonyx, Jefferson. That's sleeping. And then a Homotherium pride or clan or pack or whatever against the Coelodonta woolly rhino herd. And that's pretty much it. Holy shit. It's amazing to see Megaloceros back in the documentary again. Yes, it is. I wonder if Dino Paleoloxodon, Pachycrocuta, and Mega Mega Thick. I don't know what this thing. The name sounds familiar, but yeah. With Gigantopithecus, yeah, that would be cool. Huh, interesting. Um, yeah, pretty damn cool. Here we have the Schleich figures from the next year. The Spinosaurus looks really cool. Like they did a good job with the Spinosaurus. I mean, like the only thing I have is like the bumps and stuff like that on it on here and the sail, but other than that, like the Spinosaurus looks pretty cool. The Dimetrodon, the head looks really correct, but the legs are very shrink wrapped. I don't know. I don't like this Dimetrodon figure. I mean, I seen better, but like the legs are just kind of weird. And the Triceratops, like this thing looks pretty damn dope. If you ask me, it's probably the coolest, one of the coolest Triceratops figures I ever seen. At least my opinion. And then here we have the collect a Tylosaurus. The Tylosaurus actually looks pretty cool. At first, I didn't really like it because like it kind of looks very cartoony ish, but or it's like its teeth look kind of weird, but it does look kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, it does look pretty good. Yeah, collect a 2026. Um, Reborn Spinosaurus. I mean, this thing already was kind of released last year, but it didn't show up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, Forest Rocket as Paxitornis. I am not good at pronouncing. Oh, that turtle. Yeah, 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 yeah. That giant turtle. That Jerry Nation. He did a paper on that thing like a couple of months ago. It's like a giant, like that thing's like bigger than like the Galapagos Taurus. Like it's like the size of a car. Interesting. And yeah, it's interesting that like there was kind of like a Galapagos tortoise that's like almost the size of a car, sort of ish. But yeah, I'm actually really excited. November 20. Okay, I'll see you later, Gus. Um, fuck, I was gonna say something. Can't remember. Um, the Moses, the Mosasaur figure model looks all right. I mean, I'm not really a fan of it, but the Dinosuchus one looks pretty cool. It's just that the Mosasaur, like, it kind of looks very cartoony, and its teeth look kind of weird. But not everyone's going to disagree. Agree to disagree. Um, yeah, I just hope that they bring in American lions. That would be cool. Or like maybe like after the Homotherium hunt, we see like a cave lion showing up to scare away the pride of Homotherium, or maybe a pride of American lions showing up. But again, you never know. Um, oh, I know that the otters confirmed the name. I forget the name, but it's one of the animals that I think hunted Australopithecus afarensis. So yeah. Although technically speaking, Australopithecus did not existed in the Ice Age. I mean, well, existed in the Pliocene, but not in the Pleistocene. I don't think. I don't know. It's maybe it's. I'm thinking of a different river otter. But regardless, though, I'm glad to see a saber cat fighting this giant river otter, wherever the fuck it is. Oh wow, Zach made favorite actors. Oh, um, It's great to see Macrocania in the documentary again, since it has updated the new build and appearance. It's the first time in 14 years since Walking with Beasts that has been in a documentary. Technically speaking, well, actually hasn't been 14 years, actually. It came out in 2001, so it would be, I guess, like 26 years old or some shit. Or not 26, 25 or 24 years old. 24, 25 years old. And I know that the last time it appeared in a documentary was a 2011 documentary or 12 documentary, Life After Dinosaurs. And it was the one with the anteater like nose, not with the one we know today with the little air sac looking thing. But yeah, some people say that, oh, Life on Our Dinosaurs came out in 2008. No, it came out in 2011 or 12. I remember because I watched it back in the day. Yeah, I was going to say 24 years. Shit happens. But yeah. But yeah, like I'm really excited for the documentary to come out. Um yeah, fun fact, Walking with Monsters turned 10 years old on Thursday. You mean 20 years old. Happy 20th anniversary to one. Yeah, it's interesting that Walking with Monsters came out like 20 years now. Like, holy shit. I remember watching it on the Discovery Channel. Oh, fuck. Um, I remember watching it on the Discovery Channel. Actually, honestly, a little fun fact. I actually watched The Truth of Killer Dinosaurs, or at the time in the Discovery Channel version, it was called Dinosaur Face Off. In both the first and the second episode, T Rex versus Triceratops and Velociraptor versus Ankylosaurus. And then after that, it was Walking with Monsters, aka in the Discovery Channel version, it was called Before the Dinosaurs. And yeah, and then like I got them on DVD, and I couldn't stop watching Walking with, well, Before the Dinosaurs. I did skip a little bit ahead because at the time I thought that some of the scenes were kind of boring with monsters, but then like I realized that, on like watching it again and all the way through the beginning, it was actually kind of interesting seeing the sea scorpions and High Nerperton at the time. Technically speaking, there's been a YouTube video I've been watching of this guy reviewing of Walking with Monsters about the accuracies. He goes to a lot of detail into it, so yeah. Man, the spider creeped the fuck out of me still. It still does. The colors, the model of the spider. I mean, yes, I know that it's a Erychterid, a quote unquote sea scorpion, but thank fucking God it's not a spider anymore, because Jesus Christ, it scared the shit out of me. The narrator. Oh, and also like I do like the dimension, and then like moving on. Oh yeah, and Arthur Plur's design looked pretty damn cool. And same with that amphibian and monsters and Petrolacosaurus, and then um oh fuck. Oh, and then like moving on to the Permian segment, the Adathosaurus and Dimetrodon, especially with the Dimetrodon, the design of the Dimetrodon looks really good. I love it. The colors, everything. It's probably like my favorite, or yeah, I believe it was my favorite design of Walking with Monsters at the time. And then the Gorgonopsid, aka Intercessivia, which this one was supposed to be based on Intercessivia, and then Scutosaurus, and all of them were pretty good. And yeah, anyways, and yeah, I got it on DVD, and then I finally watched the BBC version of it, and obviously the BBC one was much better. The American version is narrated by somebody else. The narrator's voice, he's all right, but Kenneth Branagh, you know, his version, well, that version of Monsters is better. And yeah, and Walking with Monster, and and then moving on, finally I got the BBC version at the library at the time, and I'm like, holy shit, this version is so superior than than mo- than bef- than the Discovery Channel version. And yeah, and what's weird is that there's actually two versions of the BBC version, which I notice. This one, it well, okay. If you buy Walking with Monsters on DVD in America, the BBC version, it only comes with 3 episodes. But if you get the longer version, it's like similar to that of the Discovery Channel version, but it's more it has more dialogue in it. But yeah. And with the Discovery Channel version, they cut some couple of scenes out, which I don't, which I did not appreciate. But then again, I mean, I did watch the Discovery Channel version first. I actually prefer watching the Discovery Channel versions of the BBC documentaries and then watch the BBC versions to get a comparison. I mean, that's the way I always done it when I was a kid and still do it to this very day. I believe that both Monsters, well, both the Discovery and the BBC version both came out during the same time. Because for some weird reason, in Dinosaurs, it came out in '99 in the BBC, and then later on, when it was released on the Discovery Channel in America, it came out in like May. It was either March or May or April in 2000, which I find very interesting because, like, I always thought that it was Discovery first, then BBC, but I don't know. And I know that with Beasts, they actually both came out during the same time, both Discovery and BBC. But yeah. Oh man, my nose. But yeah, one day soon I will do my top favorite designs of monsters. But yeah, honestly, as a Paleozoic documentary, Monsters is probably my favorite Paleozoic documentary. I mean, yes, it may be have inaccuracies here and there, just like of course with monsters and I mean with dinosaurs and beasts, but Monsters is still pretty good because of the story and yeah. Now when it comes to story, it's not as better than monsters. I mean better than beasts or dinosaurs. I mean then again, some people do like monsters, but it's just that there are times that monsters was kind of shorter paced than dinosaurs and beasts, which I get it, but yeah. That Agno creature was actually in Monsters. It was the main character in the first segment of the first episode. It was that carnivore that keep eating the trilobites. Amaurocharis. Yeah. For some reason I always thought that I thought that the main character of that first segment was Hyctherethes was kind of the main character and then Amaurocharis. Or an Amaurocharis, whatever the fuck you call it. The Amaurocharis design looks pretty good too. The Brontoscorpio is probably the second creepiest design after the spider. Yeah. And of course, obviously, on my list, the spider, it will not be in on the list because I kind of have arachnophobia with spiders and I fucking hate spiders. I scream like, well, I run like a little girl. But yeah. The baby stegodon in Prehistoric Planet season 3 looks actually pretty cute. What I mean, it looks pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that it would be something else, like it would just be called Pygmy Elephant or some other shit, but whatever. Oh, there's a documentary that's coming out where either that it came out or already came out with dinosaurs. Oh, my nose. Holy shit. I'm just watching Why Dinosaurs, and there's this guy that has a shit ton of dinosaur collection. I wish I was interviewed. Oh, Phil Curry. Looks like a interesting documentary film called Why Dinosaurs. Um, my nose. Still blow. Yeah, me too. Like, I'm actually really super hyped for that documentary, Prehistoric Planet. Like, for once, dinosaurs need to take a break. You know, I understand that like Tom Hiddleston is going to be replaced with David Attenborough because I think David Attenborough is retiring, or maybe it's because that he doesn't want to focus on Prehistoric Planet anymore, so that's why they hired Tom. And he has done documentaries before many times, but I think that he'll execute it pretty well. I always think that Tom Hiddleston is like the perfect narrator for Cenozoic documentaries. I don't know why, but I guess it's because that he narrated Age of Big Cats or Big Cats of the Stone Age, and that's why like, he's like, "Hey, you're hired." And he also narrated a the neck not Netflix, the an Apple TV wildlife documentary series called Into some nighttime documentary. But yeah, finally I got to watch Rebirth. My father and I thought really enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, like it's still like Rebirth has its own problems, but it's still like it's better than Dominion, that's for sure. It's just that they could have done things a little bit better, in my opinion, but it's whatever. But hey, at least that there's another Jurassic World movie coming out not next year, but like 2028. Yeah. And it is confirmed that Scarlett Johansson is coming back in the next Jurassic World film. Well, yeah. I actually would love to see Scarlett Johansson's character and the rest of the re- uh, the rebirth characters uh re- meeting the old cast. Not just like the old cast, but like like Claire, Owen, and that girl, just like they did in Dominion. That would be kind of cool. But who knows? Yeah. I just glad but yeah, I'm just really glad that in Prehistoric Planet Season 3 Ice Age, we're gonna see a lot of Homotherium action, like because Homotherium, needs to be a lot of shine because it's one of my favorite prehistoric cats. I love Homotherium. I hope to get a skull this animal this year from Bone Clones because it doesn't get talked about that much, Homotherium. And I mean, like for God's sakes, last year, like they already found like a yeah, last year they found a frozen mummified cub of this animal. So that's actually pretty damn awesome that they found a Homotherium cub. I prefer if they just keep up Rebirth a stand-alone film. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Like maybe in the next film, maybe they might go back to the island again. I'm just being silly, but yeah. Yeah, I know. I know that that the Smilodon, well, that the Homotherium was based on Mauricio Actong, and same with the Smilodon too, because Mauricio Acton does really good with Cenozoic artwork, but more specifically, his saber cats or saber tooth cats or whatever, Machairodonts. He does really like, in my opinion, I think that he's fascinated with Machairodonts than other Cenozoic animals because of his book, and again, he loves drawing the saber cats. Even Dr. Darianash even uh saw Mauricio Acton's post of his Homotherium lips, comparing those to lion lips or something like that. Um, show you what Darianash said. Oh, perfect. Here it is. Mauricio Acton is one of our paleo artists for Prehistoric Planet, and it was a great thrill to collab. I mean, Kablar, Comblarate, Comblat. God damn it, with him. I am especially excited for his expose to look at our Homotherium, Homotheries. And yeah. Yeah, he even had like some students um that he went to Botswana to drew some to some lions and leopards and other of the prehistoric cats in Africa. Um Thoughts on the new 2026 Safari Limited mini? They look all right. I thought that they were like actual figures of them, but no, they're mini figures, so they don't really count. Yeah. Oh, my neck. Ugh. Oh man. Ugh. Um, yeah, so I'm actually really excited. You know, hope really hope that in the behind the scenes of the prehistoric planet episodes, like we saw in the past episodes, I hope that Mauricio Acton shows up and will explain of his saber tooths, or like the facts of Homotherium or Smilodon. Man, everybody's like is pissed off um about GTA 6 like being delayed. I mean, especially myself, but yeah. I heard that they're going to do they might do RDR3. NGN's a really good company. I think they're pretty good myself, but I really hope that Safari Limited can make big slash normal size. Yeah, they probably will. Yeah. I hope that there's an American Lion figure because I always wanted it. Like seriously, how come like it's not that hard? Like if they can do Smilodon, Woolly Mammoth, and Collecte has done Arctodus Simus, the short phase bear figure, why can they just do an American Lion figure? Like seriously, it's not rocket science. It's like everybody doesn't give a shit about the animal or something else. Ugh. But yeah. Yeah, the Dinosuchus from Safari Limited looks pretty good. Probably one of the best Dinosuchus figures ever. But yeah. But anyways, I gotta go. My eyes are killing me. But yeah, my throat hurts too from talking a lot. But you guys take care and have a nice day, everyone. And we'll see you guys next week, hopefully. And you guys take care and yeah. Catch you later, everyone.